Hello, everyone. This is Texas Educational Bank's market research proposal. This is the California Intercontinental University. Class is Marketing 645, and the professor is Dr. Castle. My name is Mauro Tijerina. The agenda for today is that we will be talking about the overview of the problem. We'll be talking a little bit about the background, and we'll also be talking about our conclusion. The overview of the problem. So presently, Texas educational bans is considering expanding states present. However, today there is a vast amount of competitors both within the state and out of the state. Um, Nonetheless, these competitors are failing their clients as data shows that a significant amount of the um, clients of these competitors of Texas color bands have digressed or remained stagnant. Therefore, um, therefore, Texas educational bands wants to see what is it that they need to do to penetrate these markets. Now, to corroborate this data of schools who have digressed or remained stagnant, you have the TEA recently released ratings, which detail the amount or the vast amount of districts or schools who have failed to meet the TEA expectations. The background. Well, Gloria Rivera is the president of Texas Educational Bands. She has been servicing the Rio Grande Valley, which is a southern tip of Texas, for over quite a while now. She founded the Texas Educational Bands back in 1999, and ever since she has been growing. Nonetheless, today she wants to expand, and she finds herself concerned as to is it the right move to do, and if so, what is it that they need to do to capture these new markets they quest for. Now, unfortunately for Texas educational, I'm sorry, for Texas educational band, they're small, so it's gonna be they need to find um, um, they need to make the right decision as to what region to tap into. Also, like mentioned earlier, the TEA results revealed profound information as to the problem faced by many school districts across Texas. The whole picture of it is that many of these school districts, leaders of lack competence and effectiveness in understanding the data that is pivotal to their success in meeting TEA's accountability. To be exact, 38 schools similar in demographics to the ones currently being serviced by Texas educational bands scored a C or worse. And this again can be corroborated by TEA's 2019 um, published public results. Considering that TEB is a small consulting company, as mentioned earlier, and with limited resources, it would be impossible to target all these regions that Texas Educational Bands wants to target. Therefore, it is important to find out which of these regions is the best and less risky for market penetration for education, Texas Educational Bands. Now, this is the data published by TEA, which is again, TA stands for Texas Education Agency, and this is the agency that oversees all the public and private school districts and schools within Texas. We look at the districts. 17% scored an A. So possibly we wouldn't be targeting those districts as if they are already doing well. Nonetheless, we look at the districts with a B that's 43% and 29% in the year of 2018. Now, if we move over to the year of 2019, you can see that the percentage of A rating school districts grew, which means that consultants are out there and they're doing their job. And nonetheless, the amount of schools who scored a B uh, increased, and they increased because, again, possible consultants out there, because the amount of C districts decreased. Nonetheless, there is a market there. We can tap those, or tab can tap those markets. But if you look at the D's and F, there's a 5% there, which is an open market waiting to be penetrated. Also, the C, that's a 13%. And then considering the limited resources, obviously, TEB wouldn't be able to tap into all the markets, or quest for all the markets. So, therefore, it's important to find out which market is the best for market penetration. I would take a look at the schools. When we take a look at the schools, there is again a 40% of the schools within the state of Texas scored a B rating. 26% scored a C rating, and now when you go to schools, there's even more markets, because you can target the schools individually. And again, considering the position that TEB is in, this will be the best route to go for. So here we have the statewide A through F ratings in 2018 and 2019. Now these are literally singled out by campuses, by charter schools, the total amount. So what I really like about this data is that it literally is detailed down to the individual schools' possible markets for TEB. Now we have roughly about 3,000, or an average of 3,000 schools that scored a B rating. So that's a lot of markets. You see these as numbers, 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 money, money, money. If we're able to tap into those markets, the schools that scored a C are an average of 2,000, D 700, F 400. So even if TEB were to just target the F rating schools, that's 402 schools. That's massive. So, in conclusion, there exists ample data that supports expansion. For that, Texas Educational Bands needs to identify which of these regions has the most potential and focus the expansion in those regions. All in all, as mentioned earlier, the market for expansion is there. We just have to find out what is it that TEB needs to do to grab a share of those markets. Well, people, thank you. This was my presentation on the market research proposal for a Texas Educational Band. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to post them as soon as I upload this video. Again, thank you for watching. You guys have an awesome day.